Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick.
And my name is Chris. And Nick, what have we got in store today?
Right, well, today we've stumbled across an article, Chris, which is talking about how one particular investment officer says that Bitcoin will overtake the $10 trillion gold as primary store of value. So this is incredibly interesting
Mm.
because when we talk about $10 trillion having to go into Bitcoin to, overtake the gold, then that's a significant amount of money flowing into crypto. But also, because I'm not that invested in Bitcoin, all other boats will rise with the tide. So incredibly interesting stuff. So if you find this useful and informative, and you really want to see that tide and that $10 trillion flowing in here, then do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. The whole cheeky crypto community really appreciates it. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here. Chris, shall we go ahead and jump over to the markets, see what's happened for the last 24 hours, and then go straight into this interesting gold article?
Yeah, let's get straight into it, Nick. It's been such a phenomenal day in the market.
It really has. Right, so here we are on Coin Market Cap, and as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, but I will zoom you in so you can see we are on $537.2 billion in the entire market cap, which is a nice little significant move. And if you think back to what it was back when we had that 2017-18 run, we were about, what, 800 billion, something like that.
Yeah, about
So
that.
we're moving nicely in that kind of direction. And I think we're going to see over $1 trillion quite easily this year. So where has the last 24 hours taken us? Well, as you can see, these are the 20 coins and tokens that we watch, right? And there's only a single red, which is a Singularity Net, okay? So Singularity Net has dropped by 9%, but everything else is in green for the day. Okay, so Bitcoin here is at 0.2, so not a huge movement for the day, but pretty reasonable nonetheless. Ethereum is at 6.3, but XRP at 37.1. Chris, absolutely massive
Wow.
movements on XRP. Chainlink is at 7.5, Polkadot's at 8%, Cardano's at 12%, Stellar at 22.8%. We have VeChain at 18.3%, Algorand at 9.6, Ren at 8.7, Zilliqa at 3.6, RSR at 1.5, and Hedera Hashgraph at 7.3. Matic is at 6.5. Singularity Net we spoke about being negative 9%, and Fetch AI here is at 7.1, Solve is at 4%, Harmony is at 5%, Polymath's at 4.3, and V4 is at 7.8. So that's your 24 hours, right? But the 7 days are even sweeter to look at, Chris.
Yep.
We have Bitcoin here at 16% for the 7 days, Ethereum at 17.8%, but XRP, I mean, 65.8%. I mean, that is some serious outperforming Bitcoin ratio, I have to say. So it's fantastic to see that some of the things that we've been speaking to you guys about on other videos, we're starting to see actually happen in these charts. So some of those articles that we've seen, and we speak about, people predicting that XRP is going to outperform Bitcoin, and here it is right now. You can see that such significant movements happening. So we have Chainlink here at 21.5, Polkadot at 27.8, ADA at 24%, Stellar's even at 30% for the week, VeChain's at 25%, so massive VeChain movements, Algorand at Algo there at 17%, Ren's at 12%, Zilliqa's at 15%, RSR, a little underdog that we've been speaking about for a while here, is at 51% as well. Hedera's 1.3, that's because they kind of had a bit of a blip, if you will, before correcting. So they're at positive 1.3 for the week. Now, Matic's up 13%, Singularity Net 21%, Fetch AI at 31%. Again, that's absolutely massive. Fetch AI is a bit of an odd one. I really like what they're doing, but I need to do more digging around what that project's all about, Chris. So Solve here at 2%, Harmony is at 12%, Polymath at 6%, and V4 at 7.9%. So a really good, healthy, crypto space for these particular projects that we're watching, which is really good to see. Chris, should we have a look at this article and see what's going on with this gold investment? So So BlackRock chief investment officer says that Bitcoin will overtake $10 trillion gold as primary store of value. And I can totally see this happening because everyone's trying to get out of fiat currency with what the government have been doing. And they're trying to store it somewhere where it's not going to be affected. So Rick Ryder here, Chief Investment Officer at Global Fixed Income at investment management corporation BlackRock, says he believes Bitcoin will surpass gold as primary store of value. In a CNBC box interview here, Squawk Box interview, Ryder explained why he believes Bitcoin and cryptocurrency at large aren't going anywhere. So here's the quote, right? So I think cryptocurrency is here to stay, and I think it is durable, and you've seen the central banks that have talked about digital currencies. I think digital currency and the respectively, particularly millennials, respectively to technology, cryptocurrency is real. So digital payment systems is real. So I think Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is going to be there to stay. It's there to stay for many different reasons, but one is, a new dawn, I guess, of adults who have entered the space, who have been aware of or grown up around technology, have been brought up, with technology, are not afraid of these kind of developments. Whereas you speak to a lot of maybe more senior kind of maybe accountants or financial directors or whatever, CEOs, they don't necessarily understand it. They don't, not quite kept up to speed with what's going on in the space. And I think there's a whole new host of adults who get it, and the future, they're willing to embrace it. So yes, I think Bitcoin is going to be here to stay as a digital gold, if you will, gold 2.0, if you want to believe that kind of stuff. And I really do think that's going to be the case. So let's continue with this, Chris. So the BlackRock executive highlights why he believes Bitcoin will overtake gold as the go-to store of wealth asset. Do I think it will take the place of gold to a large extent? Yes, I do, because it's so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around, right? Which is true. You have to order your gold. We got to store it somewhere. It's hassle, right? Nobody has time for that. Bitcoin, I mean, to be fair, Bitcoin's pretty slow anyway, but it's going to be faster than physical gold, right? So nonetheless, I totally agree with what he's saying there. And while Ryder sees a rosy future for the largest crypto assets, cryptocurrency, he admits that he does not include much BTC in his corporate and business portfolios. Also, the BlackRock CIO says he's unsure whether Bitcoin is worth the price it is trading at today, which is around $18,770 or $18,592. Okay, so Ryder is the latest high-profile Wall Street figure to see potential in Bitcoin. Earlier this month, billionaire investor 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗡 revealed he owns Bitcoin and said that the flagship cryptocurrency has more upside potential than gold. Okay, so there's a common theme that you're kind of hearing, Chris, with a lot of this stuff, and that is gold is kind of bad. Bitcoin is kind of good, and so that means a lot of positive things for the crypto space, and potentially bad things for gold. Now, of course, as we often say, Chris, on this channel, is we don't do as they say, we do what they do, right? So they're coming out and they're saying Bitcoin is good, but are they actually buying it and investing in it and all that kind of stuff? Those are the things we have to do more research on to figure that out, because we've seen it before where a lot of high profile people or mainstream media will kind of tell you to buy something because it's great, actually, but they're telling you to buy it at the high, and the next thing they're telling you to sell it when it's low. So lots of things to consider here. Do your own research and make your own kind of well-educated decisions based on that. Chris, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, like completely agree with you, Nick. I've got nothing really that I can add that adds any more value than you've already added, mate.
No value to be able to stay in your box then, Chris. Stay in your
stay in my
box.
box.
But as always, guys, I hope you found this useful and entertaining to some degree. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really does appreciate it. And as always, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all of the videos and live streams that we do here on the Cheeky Crypto channel. And with that said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, take care.